Hey guys, welcome back. Make sure to hit the like and button, and without further ado, let's get straight to the news. Arsenal are not concerned by Real Madrid's interest in William Saliba, with the Gunners confident the Frenchman will remain at the club for the foreseeable future. Jamie Llewellyn is the first debutant under Julian Nagelsmann to score in his first appearance for Germany. After reports, Real Madrid are concerned that David Alaba will be able to return to football. The defender experiences severe pain after training sessions due to reduced cartilage in his knee, making the bones rub against each other. Lille are among the clubs keen on bringing in Dele Alli, who is currently a free agent. Juventus could lend Everton ace Dominic Calvert-Lewin, whose contract expires in the summer, Corriere dello Sport informs. Ederson says he had an offer to leave Manchester City in the summer, but that talks with Pep Guardiola were due to him staying with the Premier League club. Bayern Munich are still looking to extend Alphonso Davies' contract, but a potential deal depends mainly on the footballer's demands, which were considered excessive in the summer. Journalist Florian Plettenberg writes, in early August, while Barcelona were on a pre-season tour of the United States, Athletic Bilbao winger Nico Williams gave the Catalan club's management the green light to complete his move, before changing his mind a few hours later. Releva understands. Orly, in Germany, is the first France captain to receive a red card since Zinedine Zidane's infamous headbutt on Marco Materazzi during the 2006 World Cup final. Paolo Maldini's son Daniel made his debut for Italy in Udine, on the same pitch where he made his debut for AC Milan. Fabrizio Romano said, Manchester United have decided to offload Toney in the January transfer window. The player will be available on loan or for a permanent transfer. Ajax, Newcastle United and Crystal Palace are interested in the Brazilian services. Borussia Dortmund have inquired about signing 17-year-old Serbian talent Andrija Maksimovic from Red Star Belgrade. Sky Germany suggests that the attacking midfielder will cost at least €15 million. Conor Gallagher has been named Atletico Madrid Player of the Month for September. Olympique Marseille have been in talks with Juventus midfielder Arthur Melo, according to the footballer's agent Federico Pastorello. Marco Arnautovic could leave AC Milan in January. The Austrian has been included in Torino's list of transfer targets since the Bianconeri sidelined their striker Duvan Zapata, who picked up a severe meniscus injury. Chelsea have sent scouts to watch Bologna forward Santiago Castro in action. The London club is impressed with the player's quality and are considering his acquisition in the upcoming transfer windows. Nigeria internationals have announced a boycott of their 2025 Afghan qualifier in Libya. This was a response to the fact that the Nigerians were locked inside a remote Libya's El Abrak airport building overnight with no foot Wi-Fi or place to sleep. After 13 long hours, the team was allowed to travel back home. Relief? No, I wanted to take on this responsibility and was very happy to do so. For me, it was an inner obligation to give something back to the club I played for 14 years. Former Bayern Munich CEO and legend Oliver Kahn shared his thoughts on his dismissal in a trivia with Sports Illustrated Germany. Vinicius Jr. deserves the Ballon d'Or because he is a fighter. He suffered a lot throughout his life. He exceeded all expectations. He overcame all the criticism, trolls, and today, he has become a great idol, a hero for us. Name or claims. Randall Colomoni has scored 7 goals and provided 2 assists in his last 8 starts with the French national team. Genoa have slowed down in negotiations with free agent Mario Balotelli, as they are also uncertain about the long-term future of coach Alberto Gilardino. Calciomercato emphasizes, Manchester United are monitoring the situation of Leon Goretzka and Leroy Sané at Bayern Munich. Interact Frankfurt striker Omar Marmouch could join Liverpool for €60 million, according to Fichages. The transfer value of Atletico Madrid's Julian Alvarez has dropped from €90 million to €75 million, as reported by a recent update on Transfermarkt. Kylian Mbappé denies the allegations of his involvement in an alleged rape at the Stockholm hotel, labeling RMC Sports article on the matter as fake news. Juventus are tracking Lille striker Jonathan David. An alternative to the Canadian is Arnaud Calimundo from Rennes. Due to sport rights, Pep Guardiola is asking Manchester City to resign Cole Palmer, who was released by the Citizens to Chelsea in 2023. The German national team held a farewell ceremony dedicated to Manuel Neuer, Toni Kroos, Ilkay Gündoğan, and Thomas Muller, who retired from international duty after 2024 Euros. We are a completely different team. You can see the way we dominate the game now. We've forgotten all about the Euros and are using that as a motivation to do better in the future, Italy defender Riccardo Calafiori assured. We don't know what tomorrow will be made of. Why not play in Liga 1? I don't have to say no. Quite quoted Paul Pogba as saying, "The Nations League somehow still keeps us entertained. The results of yesterday's games are now before your eyes. Let's have a quick recap of the most intriguing duels. In a tough battle, France outplayed Belgium 2-1. Rondel Colomboni's brace for Le Bleu prevailed over the Red Devils' only goal, netted by Lloyd Cependa. Germany defeated the Netherlands 1-0. Jamie Lewin, a DFB team debutant from Stuttgart, delivered a match-winning strike. Italy had no trouble with Israel, 4-1. Matteo Orteggi scored once, Giovanni Di Lorenzo scored twice, and David Fratesi put the game to bed with another well-placed shot. Sweden warmed up with Estonia, 0-3. The main star of the blue and yellows, Victor Gyökeres, notched a goal and an assist. It should be noted that Victor has already registered 16 goals and 6 assists in 15 appearances for the club and the national team this season. What a beast. Alright, moving on to the main news of the release. Real Madrid are monitoring Jeremy Frimpong's situation at Bayer Leverkusen. Florian Plettenberg writes on his X page, "The 23-year-old winger is included in Los Blancos' wish list, which Bayer have already become aware of. His transfer next summer is likely to happen, as Frimpong's contract, valid until 2028, still has a 40 million release clause. Real Madrid intend to trigger it, though the Dutchman's departure will definitely not take place in the winter, since he does not want to leave Bayer in the midst of the season. Sir Alex Ferguson is being tipped to return to Manchester United as head coach, given the increasing pressure on Erik ten Hag. This idea was brought forward by former England striker Paul Gascoigne. He believes that 83-year-old Ferguson should return to the club for one season to improve the situation. Looking at ten Hag, I feel sorry for him a little bit. I would love Alex Ferguson to take over just for one season and just see what he could do with those players. I don't think some of them realize who they are playing for." The sportscasting website quoted Gascoigne as saying, as a reminder, Sir Alex Ferguson managed United from 1986 to 2013. Under his guidance, the Mancunians captured the Premier League title 13 times, won the FA Cup 5 times, took the League Cup 4 times, and triumphed twice in the Champions League. Barcelona president Joan Laporta still believes that he will be able to acquire Manchester City forward Erling Haaland. According to the Catalan newspaper Sport, the official has already outlined the Norwegian striker as his #1 priority in the transfer market. Laporta regards the Norwegian cyborg as a strategic signing, and he will try to invite him to Barca in 2025 or 2026, according to the Blaugrana president. Haaland's arrival will be a pivotal event to reopen the Camp Nou. The source underlined Barcelona's good relationship with Erling's agent Rafaela Pimenta, with Camp Nou executives hoping this will work in the club's favor. Laporta also expects to see Pep Guardiola's potential departure from Man City, as well as possible sanctions from the Premier League encourage Haaland to change teams. Well, the next one is about Pep Guardiola's future. The English Football Association made informal contact with the manager at the beginning of this season, the reputable newspaper The Times shared. The thing is that FA is still reviewing candidates for the new head coach of the national team position, but it has not made any decision on a permanent successor of Guardiola. However, it's believed that Pep would be the standout option if he decides to leave the Sky Blues at the end of the 2024-25 campaign. Guardiola plans to make a decision on his future in the coming weeks. Guys, make sure to stay ahead of the game by subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much for your support. Have a great time watching. Enjoy!